Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to, something different on the Prince Mada channel. Got a special guest today, Gregtree.
What's
We
up,
got
guys?
something new. Um, we're doing a podcast.
Yeah,
Eventually, this will become its own channel, but me and Gregtree are going to be posting a podcast, and we're going to be asking for guests, other YouTubers, to recommend some guys down below.
yeah,
I got some guys in mind. I'm sure he does too. And this is probably going to be a weekly thing. Eventually, we definitely want to start this and have its own channel.
yeah. Eventually, over time, we want to build up the credibility of it, and just with us having other creators, it gives everyone a chance to just grow simultaneously together.
And we do want to announce an announcement. But we're gonna do a giveaway for this. So
Merry
my
Christmas.
channel, my Twitter will be linked in the description. His as well. Also his channel. Get him to 200 subs. But um, all it is, you send me a screenshot. So it's 3 screenshots. It'll be the podcast channel will launch soon. His channel and my channel, just showing that you're subbed, and that's it. And then you can get a $25 Xbox card or a $25 PSN card, whichever one you choose to you.
Yep. And we said the giveaway is gonna go live January 1st.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
So there'll be that, and then you don't even gotta follow us. It's just on Twitter. It's just gotta show
Yeah.
that
It's
you're
just you just
subscribed.
gotta send the 3 screenshots, and you'll be entered in the giveaway. Name will be
I
thrown
know three
into a.
screenshots is a lot,
But I mean, hey,
but you're getting $25
it's a
gift
free
card.
$25. And then obviously we'll just send them like the code of whatever gift code it is, right? I would say
Yeah,
we should probably do that instead of like shipping the actual card to them. Much
yeah.
easier just to send them the code. But
If you
yeah,
guys are on Steam too, we can do a Steam gift
yeah,
card.
we can do any gift card realistically. If you want like an Amazon gift card, we send that to you. Do Xbox, PSN, all of it. And another thing is we don't really have a typical idea yet what the podcast is going to be for. Just mainly just it's going to be guest oriented, and then also just whatever's going on in our lives or just in the world. Like tonight, we may talk about the Browns game or just anything,
Yeah,
considering that happened
it's just the
a couple
vibes.
hours ago.
So it
Yep.
could be we talk about sports all one podcast. Like say if Michael Jordan all of a sudden comes back to the NBA, we might hop on the pod, have an emergency podcast, and talk about that.
Yeah.
Because eventually this is going to be its own channel. So at least once a week. But for now, we're going to both post it to our channels. And hey, boys, get me to that 600 subs. We're close.
I mean, on the grind to 1K.
But I guess we should get under our first topic of the day. Let's talk about the Browns getting a dub, getting to 10-4.
Big win. Big win.
Your
Increases
team
their
also getting a today.
playoff odds, but yeah.
Ravens winning 2. Baltimore and Cleveland fan. Don't know how that works, but it works.
it's a Cleveland first, hometown. So I mean, if the Browns are the ones that keep the Ravens out of the playoffs, I'm okay with that, as long as they don't just one and done and lose out first round,
So,
just like
a
the Ravens
little
did
bit,
last year.
I want to touch on some stuff. You guys probably, a lot of my subscribers probably don't know Gregtree. I started YouTube with Gregtree. We did YouTube together until I got to about 200 subs. I started doing more NFL content. We used to do WWE content together strictly.
Yeah, a lot.
So I want to give him the chance to go through, introduce himself, talk about his channels, goals, and stuff like that, so you guys can get to know him. Since this is going on my channel, you guys probably have never seen him before because a lot of my old videos are private.
Yep.
So the floor is yours, man.
Yeah, actually, this is probably the first time I'll be on your channel technically. Basically, we made a lot of old WWE videos together. We used to record on our PlayStations, and before we had an actual Elgato or any sort of recording devices. Man, that was like 4 or 5 months ago.
The crazy part, that was almost a year ago. The crazy part is I had an Elgato. I just didn't have a good enough computer to run it.
Yeah, because you tried running
I
on that.
spent like $200 on Elgato. Couldn't even use it.
Yeah, and then I bought that $70 capture card, the HD capture card off of Amazon, which did didn't work too well. But yeah, so basically, we both used to do WWE. More recently, I'm just mainly doing NBA and then streaming like a Star Wars game or just streaming anything in general. Which Who knows? Maybe I'll hop on a Saints Row 2 video one of these times if we're ever bored
Definitely
enough.
gotta make that happen.
The only downside I would say between like us recording together is like our schedules are vastly different because of you working, and then when I work during the day, and you work at night, and then we both have social lives with girlfriends, and it's difficult to find time to record together, and we both have our separate times. But yeah, I'm mainly making NBA content right now. I plan on maybe doing a little bit of UFC again. I don't know, but I want to branch out. I may stick to sports mainly, just because I'm a sports oriented guy. I mean, I played basketball all the way from third grade up until my senior year of high school, and I don't know. I've been around sports my entire life. Who knows? I may even do some different stuff, like going through like maybe my old card collections. I think that'd be a kind of cool video to go to record. Who knows? But yeah, I think it'll mainly be video games, and we want to do some more like real world stuff. Like whenever we play basketball, maybe this summer we'll like record it like 2-on-2 and whatnot, and like real life challenges, like maybe like a pack and pain here and there, because those are always fun.
I definitely want to get a real life channel going in the future. I want to get a group channel going.
Yeah,
like that's one of my goals.
3 hype.
At those, I would be so cool to do something like that. And then we can all break up eventually.
Yeah.
And get canceled.
Yeah, we can all get canceled and kick each other out of the group for money. But
I do want to make this a segment on the series, on the podcast. Every guest I want to ask this. So I guess you're technically the first guest, kind of. I'm technically your first guest.
Yeah.
2021 YouTube goals. Not even have to be YouTube goals. Just your 2021 YouTube goals, where you see yourself in a year from now today.
Year from now today? So obviously
hold up. Let's pull it up. Because I want to see. I want to mark it. I'm pretty sure you're at 163 as we look at this.
Yeah.
As we record this.
Pretty sure I'm at 163.
Yep, 163 right now. Right.
My goal in 2021 by a year from now is to be at 1,250 subscribers. So 1,250 subscribers. I think I can hit 1,000 by maybe like April, maybe even early summer, depending on how school goes and how much I can upload. But I definitely want to hit summer hard with videos. And yeah, I would say my goal is that. This time next year, I want to have a series to be over 100 episodes, which I think I will do with my career series. I know I always start a my career series and I get like 7-8 episodes in and I stop. But I swear, since it's the only thing I'm uploading right now, and I'm actually genuinely enjoy like playing and uploading it, I'll probably get that my career series to 100 episodes.
That's how I was with my Dolphins and Eagles series. Like, it was the only thing I uploaded. Like, I haven't recorded an Eagles video since Thanksgiving. Like, since Thanksgiving when I was off work for that. Mm-hmm. I think I recorded like 18 videos or something like that.
Yeah,
for that series.
Just mass-produced videos.
That's really how I do it. Like, I'm behind super far right now. Like, the daily, I hit 50 days in a row uploaded. To me, that's insane. Some people don't even upload 50 videos a year. I didn't probably upload 50 videos last year. That's the thing. And
I probably didn't either.
Because we went hard like in the beginning, and then I kind of switched my content from WWE to Madden, what was like a leap of faith. I didn't really know how that was going to go, and it worked out.
But I mean, it worked out pretty well. After all, you gained 200 something subs in a week and a half when you started that NACA series.
Man, I'm trying to expand all over the place, though. I don't want to be stuck on NCAA and Madden. I want to be able to do everything.
Whenever we start streaming,
I got some fans down for anything. I love that. Those are the boys.
I have one.
Who knows? Maybe
I have one particular fan that's always stuck around since I think like my second WWE video. Used to watch us stream Minecraft, which actually we might start doing again. Let us know.
I want to start streaming for sure.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe we'll play Saints Row 2, 3, and 4. Just go down the line.
I don't know about 4.
Why? You don't want to be superheroes?
No, bro. That one's just too buggy.
Fair enough. But 2 and 3 definitely. I mean, I would like to. I might. You kind of inspired that. If you said you want to play together, I have 2 and 3 installed. So.
Oh, my bad.
Bless you.
No, I would definitely want to stream zombies. No lie, not the new zombies and that. Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 for sure. I have a bunch of stuff I would love to stream. I just don't know if the viewership will be there
Yeah, the only downside with like playing like any of the zombies in Cold War right now is like it's a lot of custom zombies, and my computer actually can't run zombies and my Elgato like
Oh my god.
streaming thing. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I know I might have to switch over to OBS then, because maybe OBS will run with the Black Ops 3. Because I would love to play like custom zombies. I know you don't have a PC for that yet, but whenever you build that PC sometime down the line, custom zombies would be really fun.
Yeah, I would definitely love to like do some zombies and stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to become a one-trick pony on the whole YouTube stuff, bro. I definitely want to like
Expand out.
Kenny. I don't know. You watch King of the Fourth Quarter, dude. That dude's
Yeah.
fan base is so loyal. He could post anything, bro, and his fans will watch, which is crazy. Like that's just mad love to me.
I mean,
Like, I would love to be able to do something.
I
like
watched
that.
his video that was like an hour 45 minutes. It was the first video I watched of him, and I don't want to say I fell in love with this, but I fell in love with his content because he made it so
Bro,
entertaining.
he's like one of the most like genuine YouTubers. Too.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you can just tell he loves what he's doing.
That's one of my goals for 2021 is get Kenny on the podcast.
Kenny, come on the pod, bro. He has his own podcast, Through the Wire. I'm pretty sure it's called.
Ooh,
With his boys.
that's a fire name. Oh yeah, also, we need to figure out a name. Probably should address that in the beginning. I mean, we're only 11 minutes in, but we need to figure out a name. As of right now, our frontrunner is what, the TMP podcast?
For now.
For now.
It was just, I thought of it like when I was falling asleep through my nap today, so I'm down for more suggestions. You guys came up with a fire nickname for my Adrian Pack series, Pack-a-Punch. I loved that nickname, so I'm counting on you guys again.
Yeah, and for my career right now, his nickname is JP, just the initials. Or, you know, if my man's ballsy enough, he'll shave the beard just to a stash, and he'll take over the nickname of the Stash Stallion.
That's definitely your best nickname you came up with. I'm thinking about making a my player. I'm on the fence.
Yeah, so if anything, if I show any my career on my YouTube, I'll probably stream it, just because I already have my career series, which is in a my league, which actually isn't my career, but I'd probably stream that just for fun, considering all I do is really badge grind when I play, just throw lobs the entire time to try and get finishing
I
badges.
wouldn't even mind like trying to grind and not grind, but get the boys together and play some rec, bro. Like rec was so much fun. Besides when we argue with each other.
Yeah. Besides when it
is
ruined friendships for the night. Like, all right, I'm going to bed. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Bro, I mean, I definitely be down. I definitely need to get some stuff back here. If you guys have any ideas for my backdrop, I'm new to this. I love making the sit down videos. Like I genuinely enjoy sitting down and just talking.
It's fun.
Podcast's gonna be fun.
I mean, yeah. Another thing is like another interesting thing I saw is a YouTuber I watch. He does a podcast and he goes live when he does it. So like if we were to do this and go live,
Really?
it'd be cool because it'd be like a sit down. It's just us sitting here talking. Like maybe like if we upload 2 episodes a week occasionally, maybe one of them will just be like an episode like for the boys, and we'll just sit there and go live and just talk to people for an hour or two.
Like that's one of the things like I wanted to live stream to act like, because when you're live streaming, especially when you're a smaller YouTuber and like you have like 3, 4, 5 guys in there, you genuinely get to just know them.
Yeah, and it's like much more personal because you just get to talk to people while playing, say, a game. Like for me, for instance, and I know Adam's just started playing, but I was playing Jedi Fallen Order and I've fallen in love with the game. In fact, I wanted to stream it today, but I had to hold myself back because it'd be 3 days in a row of streams when I don't have a video recorded or edited for tomorrow. But
bro, it right now is 12:20. I do not have a video ready for tomorrow morning. I typically post it at 11 o'clock, so after the pod's done, I'm going to have to try to record a video, edit it, and make the thumbnail, get the tags and everything before I go to bed today.
And you gotta edit it, render it, upload it. See, a lot of people.
My editing sometimes be taking so long for no reason.
It's not even that. Some people don't know, and like this is something I've noticed that people don't know. It's like rendering a video could take longer than uploading it. For me, the rendering takes longer than like the upload time, and I don't know if that's just because my internet's actually gotten better, or what it is.
So with the way I do it, because I edit through iMovie, my stuff's kind of laggy. Sorry if my mouth is a little bit off right now, but I'm glad we're both recording this, so just in case.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think it's good on mine.
Like I was saying, so I edit through iMovie. I'm not a good editor at all. I'm not. Straight up, I'm not a good editor. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm not. That's not my strong suit. My creativity, my entertainment is what I do. But like So I upload it through my editing software. So dude, sometimes it'll take like 48 minutes to upload the video just to get it on YouTube. Basically, it's rendering, and
Hmm.
then it will take like an hour for it to upload.
Yeah.
What is so frustrating. I even tried to like export the file and then upload it through YouTube. Longer.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I've noticed with like my rendering is my rendering can take anywhere up to like 30 to 45 minutes. And but like my upload will take, I mean, cuz a lot of my videos have been like 12, 15 minutes. They haven't been too long. And we actually just moved my router to Aiden's room, so it's like right up here now instead of being in the basement, and it's made the Wi-Fi much better. I can upload a video in like 15, 20 minutes.
For you guys don't know, Tree's brother's name's Aiden.
Yeah.
And by the way, my
Um,
name's not Adrian. It's not Adrian. It's Adam.
no, dude, your
Adrian
name's
Cat's
Adrian.
just a character.
I was gonna say yeah. So if yeah, my
You
character's
gotta
name
figure
2K.
it out. Mada backwards is Adam. That's how I got the channel name.
Yo, that's a Giga Brain play right there.
I can't believe people didn't figure it out.
Oh, I'm grabbing my water bottle. Quick, hold up.
All right, I'll entertain you guys for a minute. So, Browns 10-4, baby, coming for Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's got to play the Colts Week 16 still. Hey, Colts, pick up that dub for us, man. For real, Colts win that game. Steelers drop to 12-3,
No.
and it's the 12-3 Steelers versus the 11-4 Browns after we beat the Jets and we play for the division and home field advantage in the playoffs. That would be lit.
Oh, will be week 16. Will be the last game of the season when the
17.
Browns play Steelers. That'll be an interesting game. That'll literally probably be the biggest game of the Browns season.
That would probably be the biggest game in Browns history, like for the last 30 years. For real.
Yeah, it might be the biggest. I want to say one of the biggest games of the NFL this year. Just because it's a
Yeah, they just put on the game of the year against the Ravens. That game was insane. Like, I was
Just-
at work salty as hell listening to it on the radio.
Yeah, and then, it came down, dude. It's honestly the reason the Browns lost. I think it's. I mean, I can't blame Cody Parkey, but a big part of it is him missing. He had like four lost points,
4 points left on the board.
and that would have won. Made the Browns win by
The
one?
Mayfield interception sucked too. Lamar Jackson going to the locker room, taking a dump, and coming back out on the field and throwing a touchdown really hurt too. So that both of those things definitely sucked. I mean, football is such like a domino effect thing. Like that 4 points happens, Mayfield doesn't catch on fire. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so hard to live in like what ifs, but
Yeah, I mean it's just like the same thing we were talking about the other day when I saw that Derrick Rose post.
Yeah.
He's.
I wonder if.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No,
Oh, but it was basically he was saying like he doesn't want to live in what ifs, because like without that or without the injury he wouldn't be who he is today. And we were talking about this when we were getting food. We went to the mall today. Derrick Rose has not been a bad player. You made a great example of it, saying that he's been a role player, but he's still been averaging upwards of 20 points a game. So I mean, yeah, he may not be his 2011 MVP self, but newsflash, it's 9 years after that. Like all players don't stay young. All players aren't LeBron James. They can't average the same points 17 years later in the NBA.
Yeah, it's like Rose even last. Like if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm looking down. I want to pull up his stats just to fact check stuff.
Okay.
So Rose in 2008, he averaged 16.8 as a rookie, 20.8, and then 25. And 25 was when he had his MVP season. He averaged 25 points on 45% field goal percentage, 4.1 rebounds, and 7.8 assists. So that was 2010 his MVP season, or was it 2011?
I thought it was 2011.
Because 2011 he only averaged 22, 4, and 8. So it has to be 2010. I think Braun won 2011. That was his first year in Miami.
Oh yeah, it might have been 2010 then.
So the year, but when he came back from the ACL injury, I believe he got hurt at the end of 2011. He missed the entire 2012 season. Came back, played 10 games in 2013, averaged 16 a game, 3 and 4. 2014 was his first, I guess you could say, full season back. He only played 51 games, but he averaged 18, 3 and 5, which wasn't great. 2015 was his last year in Chicago. I think 2014 was when he hit 2015 must have been the year he hit that buzzer beater against the Cavs.
Yeah, because
But
2014 the
he
Cavs
averaged
didn't go.
16 and a half, 3.5, and 5, which aren't bad numbers. I mean, they're not the greatest for a former first overall pick, but his stats go up from here. Like 18 in New York, then he has that odd year when he played with the Cavs. He only played 16 games, only averaged 10 points a game off the bench. Played for Minnesota for 9 games, only scored 6. So basically, he lost 4 years of his NBA career. When he came back, he played 27 minutes a game for Minnesota and averaged 18 a game off the
Yeah.
bench. And then Detroit last year, he averaged 18 and 1.
So,
18,
so I
2,
mean,
and
so I mean,
6.
yeah, he isn't putting up his MVP caliber numbers, but he's putting up star point guard numbers, averaging
Yeah, like
18.
realistically, he's putting up fringe all-star numbers. Like
Yeah,
to keep it a beam. Like those 18 a game with 6, that's fringe all-star numbers. I know the NBA is very star-driven now, but
yeah,
those are not bad stats. I
it's,
mean,
it's
he is playing for the Pistons, so they're probably empty numbers, but still, you know what I mean? Like imagine how no offense to Derrick Rose, but his explosiveness, he wasn't always the best shooter either. So who knows
so
if he would have been the same, even if he didn't get hurt,
yeah,
because the NBA moved towards the 3-point ball. Or
yeah,
maybe if he doesn't get hurt, that never happens. Maybe Steph Curry never happens. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
you can never just do like the what ifs.
Yeah, especially because there's so many factors in it.
Hmm.
So
The Bulls front office has been awful these past few years, though.
yeah, it's been
Like, I
rough.
know Patrick Williams, who I think they took him at 4, right?
That was a huge shock to everybody.
Was it 4 or 3?
I took him at 4.
But yeah, that one was surprising. The Cavs rookie Isaac, he just hit a game winner in like the first preseason game.
I
He got
think
like
he'll.
this defensive stop.
I
Man,
think I think he'll be a sleeper. I think he
I
was.
like the pick.
My roommate was quite upset. He wanted either Denny Advija or he wanted Obi Toppin. And once we drafted the Coro, he was like upset. But after watching,
Is
I
that the dude
watched.
from Israel?
Yeah, the one that the Wizards got, the shooter. He's like a small forward. He's like
Mm-hmm.
6, like 7 or whatever. I mean, he looked really
We
good.
needed the defense.
Yeah, and the defense will help a ton, especially between him and Sexton. With Sexton being so defensively
Yeah.
driven,
And
I would.
Garland not being a good defender at all.
Yeah, I would much rather the
I
Cavs
think
be.
we could be a sneaky team, bro. In the East, I think we could be a 7 or 8 seed.
I think we have the possibility to make the playoffs. As
I mean,
long
think
as
about our
dude,
starting lineup. If you start Sexton at the 1, Sexton at 1. Garland is not good enough to start yet.
no,
Sexton at the 1, Kevin Porter Jr. at the 2, Isaac at the 3, Love at the 4 to stretch the floor to make up for Drummond's bad floor spacing, and then
uh,
Drummond at the 5.
did you hear
Like that's a
about
pretty good starting lineup.
KPJ's debacle though?
Mm-mm.
He was caught with marijuana and a firearm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Well, I mean, they can smoke weed. I don't know about the firearm if it's his or not. That's the problem.
and it's like it's so dumb. Like it didn't ruin his career, obviously, but a lot of people were like, "Oh, like
Was
the
that
Cavs."
recent?
Yeah, it was over the summer or maybe I think it was in the fall, but it was like at least I'm pretty sure it was a firearm. Don't like fact check me on that. In fact, I can actually look it up real quick. But yeah, I'm just interested to see what the Cavs do about that. Like when the season comes, I don't think it'll start. I think they're sadly still gonna start Chetty.
Chetty did eat up in the preseason though. He averaged like 22 and like on 60% shooting.
Yeah, but his defense is so bad. That's the
Yeah,
thing. Like
the NBA is such a weird like league when it comes to that because you can be such a bad defender, but if you're good on offense, you're good on offense.
okay, so the charges were dropped. Yeah,
Did it happen in Cleveland?
it was a firearm and marijuana charge.
Because that's why he fell so far in the draft because he had discipline issues at USC.
You know, I'm not gonna lie though.
Right?
He's a hooper. Like he's really good.
A hooper,
He's a hooper.
bro. Like he fell to 27 to us, what was crazy.
Yeah.
That's like Cole Anthony this year, bro. He fell so far, and he's been playing good in Orlando.
Yeah.
Hey, Orlando should be your my league team. If you do one,
Ooh.
that should be your team.
I can rebuild.
You got Markel, you got Cole Anthony.
Dude, it's so weird he's wearing
Markel
50.
Fultz. Oh, it's so disappointing.
It's so weird he's
So
wearing
weird.
number 50.
It's weird. I didn't know Greg Anthony was his dad for the longest time.
I did know that, but I forgot.
Yeah, isn't Greg Anthony a 2K commentator still?
Yep.
I really haven't played 2K.
Mark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Yeah, except next gen, they got all new announcers, I think.
Did they really?
Yeah, and
Bro,
I
I
don't
was
know
thinking
how.
about going back and doing like a 2K13, 2K14 series.
That'd be kind of fire.
2K14 is my favorite game of all time.
Trying to do that 2K12 my career.
I would be down.
I
I don't know
know.
if anybody would be a game for
Okay.
8 years ago.
I got a topic we can talk about. Ooh, actually, yeah. Let's go
This is
through.
gonna be like not edited at all, straight up.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows, no edits.
All right. So first player, Anthony Edwards, bust or breakout star.
Edwards has a lot of the similarities with Wiggins. His big thing was he had poor work ethic. They didn't know if he really wanted to play basketball.
Uh-huh.
I saw he locked up somebody in preseason on Twitter, but I don't know, man. I think he'll probably. Minnesota's just not a well-ran organization. I mean, they've had Cat almost 5-6 years at this point. They haven't done anything with him. They made it to playoffs 1 year with Jimmy Butler, and Jimmy Butler obviously was the star.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy Butler's gonna be a star of any team he goes to. Which actually, I
don't think Anthony Edwards will be the best player in the draft.
No, I don't think he will.
I really don't.
All right, we'll go through maybe like the lottery, like the 10-50 first 10-50 picks. Just talk about players. So then LaMelo, or actually no, Wiseman's next for the Warriors.
Wiseman has so many keys to succeed, bro. He gets to play with Steph Curry. Steve Kerr is his coach. I think he'll be very good. And I thought he was the best player coming into the draft last year at this time.
He's a very, he's on a very like shooting oriented team. So rebounding's a big key, and I think he'll be the guy for that. Because for how like athletic he is and how agile he is for being I think he's like 7'1".
If he had more tape,
I'm not mistaken.
First.
Yeah.
Well, no, you wouldn't, because Minnesota had the pick, so they're not.
Yeah. I just honestly, I think I would have taken LaMelo at 1 if I was the Timberwolves. I don't know though.
I think the Timberwolves could have traded the pick personally.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards' defense is really good though. I'll give him that. He's a good defensive player.
I don't think they're getting out of the West anytime soon.
No, that's the issue. They're in the West, and they don't have that breakout small forward they need. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess they're building for the future. I think D'Lo is still in his early 20s. Cat, same. So I guess this was the pick. They want to be good in 3-4 years, hopefully. I don't think they'll even make the playoffs this year.
Okay. Yeah, I could see them not doing it just because the West is getting so saturated.
I'm a huge D'Angelo Russell fan too, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, D'Lo's a baller, but I don't know.
You were a fan of D'Lo since you were on the Lakers, weren't you?
Yes, huge fan of D'Angelo Russell when he came out of Ohio State.
Dude, I love him at Ohio State.
Loved him on the Nets.
I loved his logic of wearing number 0 because how many people can guard him. It was such a savage comment for a college player.
And then he snitched on Nick Young.
So obviously LaMelo Ball. I think LaMelo might be the best player out of the draft class.
He's looked very good already.
His passing's insane.
He's not a good defender.
No,
not a good defender.
That's his big flaw, but his passing is.
This is the best draft pick Michael Jordan has ever chose.
Yeah,
he didn't fuck this one up.
Yeah,
straight up. I don't know if we should curse on the podcast, but he didn't mess it up. He didn't fuck it up. Straight up, he did it. First time ever Michael Jordan hasn't done it. The thing with LaMelo though, they need to get a 2 who is defensive oriented ASAP to put next to him. But his passing is looking insane, man.
I agree with that statement.
Go
away.
Go ahead.
I'm recording.
Get him on the pod, bro.
Is my door locked, Aiden? Oh, he went away.
Alright, whatever. Let's stay in the video now.
Yeah, number 4 would be Patrick Williams.
I don't want to just come out and say he's a bust. I mean, they drafted a 6th man off the bench as the 4th overall pick in the NBA draft. Chicago has a lot of talent on the team, but haven't progressed at all. They have Lauri Markkanen, Wendell Carter. Zach LaVine's been
Colby
stud.
White now. This will be his second
Yeah,
or
they
third
have
season.
so many
Like
young
like like
players.
they have the young talent. They have the talent to be an all like, especially in the East. They could be a top 4 seed. They just have to put it all together.
Eventually, yes, eventually. I
Yeah.
think they really need a star to really. Don't get me wrong, Zach Levine's good. I just don't think he's. I don't think Zach Levine can be your best player on your team and you be a
Yeah,
playoff.
they
I
need
think you'd be a very low seed playoff team, but you're not getting out of the
again.
first round.
They need a good small forward. They're starting small forward is Michael Bridges right now, and he's no Michael Bridges on the Suns. Who is the
Otto Porter.
is it
I think
Otto
it's Otto
Porter?
Porter.
Is he the starting one?
I mean, it might be Patrick Williams at this point. Otto Porter was their
I don't
starting
know.
small forward last year.
Yeah, I just know Patrick Williams. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure this is a very actually defensive oriented draft class. I know there have been a lot of defensively really good players. I think Patrick Williams is one of them. So I mean that'll be good for them in the sense of picking up another defensive player. And speaking of defensive players, Isaac Okoro. This was
I
actually a
don't know.
surprise, a big surprise. And honestly, I think I was even more surprised when Obi and Denny dropped to 8 and 9 after the Cavs didn't take. I thought for sure the Cavs were going to take Obi Toppin. But
I think the Cavs are trying to win now, straight up. Like they're ready to win. I think they're going to try to make a playoff push this year. I think Obi Toppin would have been a good player for the future.
yeah,
I think the Cavs wins best fit here.
I think the one thing is they need to make the
like it happened last night.
they need to make the push now.
I think they will win.
Because Sexton's gonna want a max if he stays with Cleveland.
Yeah, I mean K Love's just signed his 4-year deal. He's not getting any younger.
Mm-hmm.
Andre Drummond's on a 1-year deal this year. I don't know if you bring him back. You definitely don't sign him to no super max for sure.
No, you don't. And I don't know if he's going to be willing enough to take the veterans minimum.
He
Or
might
not veterans minimum, but like a
veteran minimum.
yeah,
Straight up. He's never won, bro. He's played in Detroit and Cleveland.
yeah.
He's a TikTok star now too. He's trying to get Juju in the NBA.
Nice. So I mean, yeah, we can stop here if you want, unless you want to just talk about. We can talk about up till 10.
I don't care. I'm down.
After then, Anika on
I really don't care if this is a
Conguy.
3-hour podcast. Like I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
we can go as long as we want to go.
So yeah, Anika on Conguy. He was the.
I don't know anything about him.
He was on LaMelo's team, right?
Oh yeah,
Chino
yeah.
Hills?
He got drafted to Atlanta, right?
Yeah, Atlanta
From
6.
Chino Hills. Yeah. I don't know why they took a 4 there right there. They have John Collins, unless if they don't plan on paying John Collins. That's what I could think of. That they don't want to give Collins the max.
Do you think the Hawks can be a good contender for the East this year between Trae Young, John Collins, now Onkongwi?
I don't know. I like Trae Young a lot, but another guy who's not very good at defense.
It's just his size really. It doesn't give him the advantage. And the size isn't
like
everything.
A 14-year-old boy, so
yeah. But I think definitely an interesting pick for the Hawks.
Don't get me wrong, Trae Young's a stud, but
he's insane.
Like defense.
So in 7 was Killian Hayes.
To Detroit.
Yep.
Personally, me, right there, I think they should have took Obi.
Yeah, I think
Detroit
Obi would have been a good fit for their team. He's a defensive player, and he's a dunk heavy player. I think he'd fit right in well with between Rose and then Blake Griffin.
Yeah,
but it's just me.
I don't know. I feel like D Rose is going to be not on. I don't think Detroit is going to have Derrick Rose on their roster at the end of this year. I think he will be traded to a contender, whether that be either one of the Los Angeles teams.
Yeah.
I know the Lakers want him. I don't know though because they just traded for Dennis Schroeder, so I don't know.
And then obviously 8's then Obi Toppin taken by the Knicks. I would honestly.
I think Obi Toppin will be good, but I don't know how about the Knicks franchise. They're a poverty franchise at this point. Their coach is a joke. I don't like Tom Thibodeau, however you say his last name. Not a huge fan of him. He runs his players in the ground. Look what he did to Derrick Rose.
And then RJ. He didn't have a terrible season, but I think
Maple Mamba.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to King Expressions Gaming, bro. He's actually doing a Knicks franchise. Well, my GM. I wish they would just call it franchise. But bro, he has like his team's like Dennis Smith Jr., R.J. Barrett, Michael Porter Jr., Obi Toppin, and then Mitchell Robinson at the 5.
It's a solid lineup, and you could definitely win a
That's
couple
solid
rings
squad.
with that team. So that no, so yeah,
This
I mean
time.
a good pick for the Knicks. I mean the Knicks were trying to trade up to 5 to draft Obi, and then he ended up falling them at 8. So
The crazy thing is like they Zingis, and now you're gonna take another power forward and restart all over again. Like
yeah, I think the other thing that the Cavs kind of messed up with is not trading that fifth pick up to the Knicks offered them a good deal. I think it was like a second round pick and like the 8th pick for the 5th pick. And like
I don't
if
know.
you're gonna draft
I don't
Isaac
know.
Okoro,
Been there about 8.
I don't know who to take in Okoro though, because I don't think
I don't know.
the Hawks or the Pistons would have taken him.
The
That's just me
Hawks
though.
might have.
Yeah,
The
that's
Hawks might
fine.
have taken him, make him play the 2.
He's not fast enough. I don't think to play the 2. Because
So who's your NBA champion this year? Who do you think's gonna win the?
it's the
Let's do
Lakers.
it this way. Who's gonna come out of the East? Who's gonna come out of the West?
I think the West will be the
We'll
Lakers.
merge onto that.
It'll
Yeah.
be either
I don't think I don't think anybody's coming out of the West
it'll
besides the
be
Lakers this year.
Lakers, either Lakers, Nets, or
I put no stock in the Brooklyn Nets at all.
really.
No.
I don't know, dude.
Kyrie's
Actually,
more
I
of
don't
a
know
head
about the
case.
West. If playoff P actually doesn't play like playoff P, actually plays like Paul George. I mean, he said
The
that
thing is,
he.
the Lakers have only gotten better.
Yeah, they have, and the Clippers got worse
The
by getting
Clippers
rid of
got
with losing Montrezl Harrell to the
Yeah.
Lakers.
But I mean, straight up, the Lakers just got better. The Clippers got worse, and they took their third best player.
Yeah,
And no offense to Kawhi, I think Paul George is a better player. I mean, I think Kawhi Leonard isn't. I think okay, LeBron is the best basketball player in the world, straight up. And then
hmm
it's Giannis, and then I honestly think it's probably Anthony Davis at this point. AD is insane.
yeah. I
At this point, AD might be. I don't know. Like AD is the
AD
only guy in the
might be
league.
2.
Him and Bam Adebayo are the only 2 guys who can compete with Giannis. Like
Yeah.
Anthony Davis has gotten so good. It's
Do you
ridiculous.
do you think it's possible that the Heat come out of the East again?
Um, I think they caught bottle in the lightning in the bottle. I'm a fucking
Yeah.
idiot. But I don't know, man. I think Milwaukee got better with getting Drew Holiday. I generally do. I think
hmm
Miami can beat
I think
Milwaukee.
I
I
think
like Boston too, but
I think
I think they
Miami.
messed up by
I think
signing
Miami
Kemba.
can beat almost every team in the East. Honestly, I think except the Nets, because they don't have anyone who could solidly guard KD and his speed. Like I think Bam could, but I don't think he can guard
I think they
KD's
would
shot.
probably put. I honestly think they'd put Jimmy on him.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. And then
It's if they can stay healthy. We don't know if Kevin Durant's going to be the same.
yeah, and the other thing is we don't know if the Heat can stay healthy with Dragic and Bam getting hurt last year in the finals. It'll be interesting to see. I mean, did Dragic just sign a 1-year deal or did he sign an extension of like a couple years? I know
I
he
don't think he signed. I don't think it was more than a couple of years. It might have just been a 1. I don't know what the Heat do from here.
I don't know
Jimmy
either.
Butler's aging, but they definitely are a hot commodity again.
I mean, between
They haven't been bad at all.
the
I
thing
think they've
is,
had like one.
if you're the Heat, do you move Hero or Duncan Robinson or no, or do you keep both of them and
I
try?
saw a trade package on Twitter where it was Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, Kendrick Nunn for their first this year, first next year for Harden.
That's a horrible trade, in my opinion. I don't know. Like,
It's if you that would be like if I want to win right now.
if you want to win right
That's
now
what
and you don't care about your future,
yeah,
like,
because you're gonna be stuck on Harden's contract and you're gonna have Jimmy's contract. Bam, I think just got paid. So
yeah, Bam just got paid a lot, I think.
and you lose both your best 2 spot up shooters.
Yeah. In fact,
Harden would be good on that team with those 2 shooters.
yeah, yeah.
But I wouldn't move on from those 2 guys. I
No,
think you let
wouldn't.
this team stay together and see what happens because they're
I think
special.
I think Hero's pull up shooting is unmatched, and Duncan Robinson's spot up shooting is unmatched. Duncan Robinson is like a Kyle Korver that's a little
I
bit
think
faster.
Duncan Robinson is honestly replaceable. I think Tyler Hero is too young to trade. I think he generally could be like Devin Booker.
I mean, he's like what, 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like this dude, the reason he dropped so far is because he played at Kentucky. Like same situation. Did he play at Kentucky or Duke? One of the two blue
he was
teams.
Kentucky, I think, because
Yeah.
Duke was the insane powerhouse team.
Yeah, because he wasn't teammates with Zion.
Yeah.
But like even like I don't know, like the NBA is it's so weird to see this NBA, bro. Like I think honestly the Suns could be a very good team in the
I think
West.
they could as well. I mean,
I think
they
Chris Paul elevates everybody on the floor.
yeah,
Like I honestly
not
think
not only do
like
they just increase their team. Oh, the other thing is the Heat lost Jay Crowder, so that'll be a big hit to them because he was their starting four.
he was playing the four.
Yeah, he was playing the power forward, but yeah,
The Kings signed Hassan
yeah.
Whiteside. I'm not a big Hassan Whiteside fan.
I'm not either. He's kind of downhill ever since leaving Miami. But so yeah, the Suns now have Chris Paul and Jay Crowder. I think the Suns could be. It's just tough because they're in the West. The West is
Yeah.
so difficult. Like there's so much talent there. But yeah, I mean they were catching fire at the end of the bubble. They went 8-0, and then obviously didn't
Yeah.
make the playoffs.
I think this will
Um,
be the first time Devin Booker is in his career is not the best guard. Oh shit, I just turned on my fucking Xbox. Oops. Oops. Hopefully my shit doesn't switch over. But yeah, straight up Devin Booker. I think this will be his best season of his career.
yeah, or
Chris
at least one
Paul
of
will be
them,
very,
or at
very
least
good
so
with
far
the
it will
San Antonio
be.
Suns.
You think?
DeAndre Ayton is only going to get better with Chris Paul on the floor. Chris Paul always enhances the play of bigs.
Now, would you say that? Do you think that this will be Devin Booker's best season, like overall, or like so far? You think this will be his best season?
I think he'll take a big leap this year. I don't think this will be his best season of his career because he's only like 23, 24.
Yeah, he's young.
I think he will definitely be an all-star this year for sure.
Yeah, should be.
I think he will be playing like kind of a role of Klay Thompson.
Yeah, I can
Is
see
this
it.
the best player? Is this the best player that no, I can't even know. I was gonna say is this the best player Chris Paul's ever played with. I forgot he played with Harden.
Yeah, no. But as maybe as far as I don't know. I don't know because Harden was
I think it'll be interesting
yeah
because that's definitely a complete team there. I think Harden doesn't need another superstar around him to be honest. He just needs to do his own thing.
yeah I would agree with that. He needs to do his own thing. And what did you think about all the memes of him the other night? And it's looking
I mean, supposedly Chris Paul is him and Chris Paul supposedly didn't get along because Chris Paul made fun of his man boobs.
so he decided to stop working out and just make it worse.
Dude, he just loves strip clubs, man. Straight
Yeah,
up, dude
yeah.
just loves strippers.
Yes,
For no reason.
I saw a video of the interview where they asked why he was in Vegas and Atlanta. He's like, I was training, and then you swipe over and it showed a picture of Dennis Rodman in a club. It's like
I don't know, man. I mean,
if it works, it works.
like he is such an electric player. He really is. He's such a good scorer for real. I don't think he's good with teammates.
I don't think he's good with teammates either. And actually, after watching him play in that preseason game, it kind of looks like he's lost a step. He looks a little bit slower. I mean, it
I
could
think
be.
he'll get it back by time midseason. Harden will have his month where he averages like 50. He does it every year.
Yeah, which is
I
insane.
genuinely think James Harden is a really gifted basketball player. I just don't think James Harden is a team basketball player. I don't think his team will ever win a championship.
Yep.
To be honest, until he accepts that role, he's literally this era's Carmelo, just at a higher effect.
Yeah.
Like that was the same thing with New York Melo. Like Melo always had amazing years, but they just can't.
Yeah, they
Can't
were
win,
just
man.
never able to put it all together. So
I don't even like Harden. Harden realistically is a top 5 player in the NBA, probably top 10 at least.
mhm.
I just don't see any basketball player he genuinely works with. Like there's nobody. Like who you put Harden with, what's gonna work besides LeBron?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how it would work. I don't know. Yeah, I would
He's
say
an ISO basketball player.
Harden's definitely very talented. He needs to be surrounded by role players.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
he needs to be surrounded by players that can just elevate his game. And like, people thought Chris Paul was going to do that, but Chris Paul is also a star himself. He needs
like Harden's just too ISO oriented. Like you just need to literally surround James Harden with 5 good defenders and 5 spot up shooters.
yeah.
Well,
And
sorry, 4.
And then good
and have
rebounders.
him isolate.
Yeah.
Because he is either going to break his man down and he's going to hit the three, or he's going to penetrate the defense and he's going to draw help and he's going to pass out, or he's going to go up with it and he's going to get fouled.
Yeah.
It's just like, honestly, Miami's team would be perfect for James Harden, minus Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
With Jimmy Butler. That would be the perfect situation for James Harden.
Yeah. I agree.
But will that situation ever happen? No.
No, because they would have to give up
I honestly think
all the young
probably
players.
should blow it up and restart at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did just get Wall, so I guess we'll see how that goes.
I don't know how John Wall is going to be. I mean, was John Wall ever even like?
He's lost his step, I think, from his numerous injuries, and then just with him.
Even before, like, John Wall wasn't. Oh, he's at best first round exit.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's just
Bradley Beal's the player you want from the Wizards.
Yeah, but I guess to be fair, his first round exits were mainly because LeBron was in the East, and whatever conference LeBron is in, his team's gonna make it out. So until LeBron retires, neither conference is safe.
Well, even now with LeBron, he has Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis is slowly becoming the best basketball player in the world, just slowly taking it over. They're gonna win.
Dude,
I honestly think they're gonna win it again this year, and he's gonna be at 5.
I think he definitely gets to 6 in the next 4 years. So he needs to win, 2 more?
Anthony, and LeBron, I don't know what LeBron's gonna. He's not getting any worse, which is crazy.
No, he's not. I think
Dallas is gonna be a problem though soon.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a big problem.
Do you think LeBron plays 22 years or think it's too much?
I think
5
he
years
could do
from now.
something like Tom Brady.
I think LeBron could seriously play till he's 40 if he wanted to. He may not put up the same numbers, which I don't know if he wants to run the risk of doing that, because it'll bring down his
He just signed a 2-year extension, so that puts him up to about 40 years old. He's about to turn. I'm pretty sure he turns 38 this.
I thought he was 36.
I thought he was 37 this past season, but I could be wrong.
LeBron's 35.
Oh shit, we were both just way wrong.
Yeah, so
5 more years, bro.
So 5 more years, he'll play till he's 40.
He's getting 6.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think he definitely wins it. I think he wins 2 more championships in the next 4 years, whether it be.
They definitely won one this year, and they might win one next year. They might repeat.
And I did see.
I think the Clippers are going to implode. They just signed Paul George to a 5-year, $230 million deal, which is insane.
Yeah. They after the year he had, they're like, we're gonna sign to a supermax. No, you should sign him to a 1 year and see how he does this year, and then talk about extensions. But that's just
I don't know why they extended him.
I don't know, especially that much. But
I think Kawhi Leonard has an out of his contract after this year,
and I think he'll use it. I think Kawhi should stay on the Raptors, to be honest.
Where's Kawhi go though? Boston,
Toronto, go back.
I don't think he liked it there.
I don't think he did either.
I'm sorry.
I mean the
he has 2 rings.
Yeah.
You just call it, hey, I won my 2 rings. I'll just take the bag and get all this endorsement money from the Clippers.
He already proved himself 1 year by taking over the Raptors with him and Siakam and Fred VanVleet.
Yeah, I mean.
So he's already got his.
I don't know.
Other ring. I was watching Richard Jefferson's interview with LeBron, and I saw something interesting in it. He was asked about the GOAT debate, the greatest of all time debate, and he said he likes the debate because you're comparing eras, you're comparing 2 great players. And the other thing that he said was he said, one thing I want to say about it, and I'll leave it at this. He said, I have won 2 of the hardest championships in NBA history. He was like, being down 3-1 against Golden State was definitely one of the hardest. He said, and then the bubble.
I personally don't think the bubble was the hardest. One of the hardest. I actually don't put stock into that.
I didn't either.
Might have been the easiest ring he won.
I didn't either, until he talked about it and said why it was.
I understand it's probably mentally exhausting being there and everything. At the end of the day, you don't have to be, straight up. Honestly, he didn't have to go. You don't have to go. It's just honesty.
Mm-hmm.
It's realistically, They played Portland in the first round. Portland gave them the best matchup out of everybody.
Yeah.
They played Houston in the second round. They played Denver, and then they played Miami. So realistically, he played Dame Lillard, James Harden, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Bam Adebayo, and Jimmy Butler. I don't think he honestly faced a worse team ever.
Yeah.
Besides the Dirk Mavericks who beat him.
Yeah. I mean, if you compare this
But I
team...
understand what he's saying. Like, I do understand that. And I do think LeBron is the greatest basketball player of all time. Talent-wise, I think Michael Jordan is the greatest winner of all time.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement.
The most successful basketball player of all time. But you cannot sit here and tell me LeBron doesn't go back to the 90s and LeBron puts up 60 a game. The dude's 275 and runs like a 4.4. Get out of here.
And he's 6'8", 6'9", whatever he's listed at. And, like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, like, the fouls. I'm like, yeah, the fouls actually hurt LeBron.
6'9" with shoes on.
Because he can't... The fouls hurt LeBron because he can't fucking shoot free throws.
You don't think he's going through a guy like Dennis Rodman? Come on. I don't know. Maybe we need to get somebody who's older, who has the different experience with that. But personally, Michael Jordan's the greatest winner of all time. LeBron's the greatest basketball player of all time.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, you can disagree. It's opinion-based. No one will ever be right. I honestly think the debate's dumb. Because no one will ever be right. It's just a waste of air.
Yeah, it's true.
So I guess our next topic, should we tilt on to who's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, we can talk about that. My best, the Chiefs again.
I know the Chiefs are coming out of the AFC, but I think it's going to be Green Bay out of the NFC. Or, I don't know, man. I just think Aaron Rodgers needs another one.
Do you think...
I wouldn't mind seeing A-Rod win another one.
I know this is coming from a somewhat biased place. Do you think if either the Browns or Ravens make it in the playoffs and they catch fire, do you think they have a chance of going to the Super Bowl? Or no? Or do you think they'll get stopped by the Chiefs?
Is one of the best offenses in the league.
Yeah.
Their defense is so bad. If they played the Chiefs would probably score on every possession. It depends which Cleveland Browns you get. Like, sometimes their defense plays great. Sometimes they're awful. Straight up.
I agree with that. I agree. I mean, if you looked at the first time they played the Ravens, Lamar had, at one point, it was 8 seconds of time in the pocket, and he would just find someone wide open downfield because the Browns defense would fall apart.
This next year, I hope they can win one playoff game. I really do hope they can win one, just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
But this next season, they need to put all their draft picks into defense and spend as much money, because they have the 12th most cap in the NFL coming up in this offseason.
And,
you got to throw bags at defenders.
I think they need to move Odell.
Offense is Rashad Higgins.
Yeah. I think they need to move Odell.
The Odell situation is so frustrating because, like, Baker's played so well without them. And it's so hard to be like, hey, Baker's playing better without him.
Baker's playing, like, I don't want to say MVP stats, but he's playing very, very well.
He's playing the best football he's ever played in his life. He's thrown over 300 yards his past 3 games. Mm-hmm. And I think it's for, like, he had 2 passing touchdowns tonight, 2 passing touchdowns against Baltimore, and I think he had 5 against Tennessee.
So he's had
that's 8 touchdowns, 1 interception, and like 1,200 yards in the last 3 games against the Tennessee Titans, the Baltimore Ravens, and the Giants. Tennessee's a good football team. Baltimore has a really good defense, and the Giants' biggest part of their team is their defense.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think Baker Mayfield's the future quarterback of the Cleveland Browns.
I think it as well.
I don't know. I would not be upset if we moved Odell. I would not be upset if we kept Odell. I like Odell. He was my favorite player before he came to Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand why you're paying 2 wide receivers $16 million a year when you're a run-oriented team.
And then when you're not splitting the pass. I know Odell's hurt right now, but you're not really splitting the passes between them. And the other issue is
Odell is insane athlete. Odell is so talented. Don't get me wrong. I think he could work great, but at one point you're gonna have to choose between Jarvis Landry and Odell. You're gonna have to choose between 2 of them. You can't be paying 2 wide receivers $16 million a year, especially when you have to come up. They're gonna have to pay Baker Mayfield the next 2 years.
They're gonna pay Chubb. Yeah. And then Miles.
So you're gonna have to pick. And Miles got paid already.
Yeah.
And Denzel Ward.
And
Miles got
honestly,
a really nice contract because he got in trouble last year, and we paid him this offseason. If he would have had the year he had this year, he would have made more. He would have made like 30 mil.
yeah.
But we got a really good deal out of him. So
Yeah, I agree. And I feel like with Odell, it's just after watching Baker play most recently, and then watching him play back when Odell was there, it's like I feel like Odell was his first option every time. Always looked to Odell, and sometimes he would miss open
he was
passes.
definitely forcing the ball to Odell.
Yeah, and it was just hurting us in the long run.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, man. I love Odell Beckham, but it's hard to choose. I'd rather see the Browns and Baker Mayfield do good than have Odell and us be average.
Yeah, I mean, we're what 10-4 now?
10-4, bro. First 10-win season since 2007.
Which is actually crazy when you think about it. It's pretty impressive that 2007 there was a 10-win season.
Yeah, 10-win season. We didn't make the playoffs.
Were we what 10-6?
10-6. Yeah, we missed
Probably.
it. The Ravens and the Steelers both went like I think the Steelers went 10-6 and the Ravens went like 12-4 that year or something. So they all three of them were good again.
Yeah, Baltimore's kind of fell off this year. They haven't fell off, but they had a rough start.
They had a rough patch for sure. The COVID hurt them bad.
Yeah, the COVID's the one thing that killed them. Because I think that they could have beaten Pittsburgh if they had full capacity and were
Pittsburgh
able
gave
to
them
practice.
trouble with basically the Ravens JV team.
Yeah. And even then, because RG3 got hurt, so the third string quarterback started playing. And
Trace McSwirly.
And even then, he was able to get his first tutty to Marquise Brown. Even though it was pretty much Marquise Brown that did most of the work after catching an out route and then running like 20-something yards for a touchdown. But
I love RG3, bro.
Yeah.
I actually have him on my Dolphins team in my franchise, and I actually play him sometimes. Like, there's a package I bring him in. It's basically like a wildcat. So it's kind of cheesy. But yeah, I just generally enjoy RG3. I love seeing that dude.
It's really a shame what happened to him. Again, it's just the whole same.
Sucks.
It's similar to the thing with Derrick Rose, except he actually is fallen off.
Never bounced back.
Yeah.
It does suck. Like even when he played for the Browns, I wanted him to be good.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. He was just so fragile. Like, it's
crazy.
crazy. Like,
Did Des Bryant play today?
Sense. Yeah, he caught a touchdown. First one since 2017.
That's what I thought. That was a huge sign for them. I think he could actually. I mean, for his height too, like he'll definitely be an end zone threat. But
Baltimore definitely has a problem at wide receiver. They need to figure something out there.
I mean, it hasn't been the same since Steve Smith Sr. retired.
Yeah.
They need a solid receiver they can constantly go to that's not a slot, like because Marquise Brown is obviously small and quick, so he's good for the deep ball. I mean, Nick Boyle and Mark Andrews are pretty good, are really good tight ends though.
J.K. Dobbins has had a pretty good year for them. What do you think of Ohio State? What do you think? Actually, let's shift over to college football since that came out today.
Yeah, we made it.
Bama 1, Clemson 2, Ohio State 3, Notre Dame 4. Do you think Ohio State should have got one in even though they only played 6 games?
I can say yes because I'm biased, but I did agree with what Clemson's coach said about it. He said, how do you pick a team that's played 6 games over a team that's played like 10-1? Like I think Oklahoma 5 or 6.
Oklahoma came in 6. Texas A&M was 5.
Yeah, like
Texas A&M went 10-1.
Yeah, it's tough because like how do you pick a team that went 6-0? They did win the Big Ten championship, which helps their credibility. But how do you pick a team that was 6-0 over a team that was 10-1?
So here's my argument personally for Ohio State. So Ohio State against Texas A&M. Texas A&M played 2 ranked teams this year. They beat one and they got blown out by Bama. So that was the first team. Ohio State played 2 or 3 ranked teams this year and they went 2-0. They played Indiana, who finished the year 9, and they just beat Northwestern with 22 scholarship players who didn't play. So they had 22 walk-ons play because of COVID. So they had basically 33 scholarship players only, and they beat Northwestern, the 14th ranked team in the nation, by 17, I think it was.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if Ohio State's going to beat Clemson. Unfortunately, they are 0-3 against Clemson in the Debo Swinley. I don't remember his last name. Debo era. I know his first name is Debo. But they should have extended the playoffs this year. For sure, should have went to 8. Sure.
Yeah. I think
It
if
should have
anything,
been Cincinnati should have
this
got
was the
in.
year.
Texas A&M should have got in. Like,
Can you imagine if Cincy was
I
in
don't
it? It'd be
understand it.
crazy.
What's that?
You said Cincy, right?
Yeah, Cincinnati went undefeated. They were ranked 7th at the end of the year. Went 11-0.
That's wild.
I wouldn't even been mad if they made it over Ohio State because they deserve it generally.
Yeah.
That's the problem though. Those small teams are never going to make it with a 4-team playoff. Every year
Yeah.
it's going to be Ohio State, Clemson, Bama, and whoever wins. I'm sorry, it's going to be Notre Dame, Clemson, Ohio State, and whoever wins the SEC. It was last year too. Ohio State, Notre Dame, Clemson, and LSU.
Yeah. I mean, there have been those
Like,
years that were different, like the year, like it was like 2012,
and
2014.
the year before last year, it was Ohio. I'm pretty sure it was Ohio State, Oklahoma. No. Ohio State didn't make it that year because it was the Dwayne Haskins era. It was.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Bama, Clemson, Oklahoma, and it was Notre Dame, I think. But I don't remember that. I don't quote me on that. But I know it was at least Oklahoma, Bama, and Clemson.
Yeah. I mean, the one I remember the one year it was Bama, Ohio State, Oregon. It was before Clemson really blew up. It was
Yeah.
Alabama, Ohio State, Oregon, and Florida
The
State.
2014 year was Zeke.
Yeah.
It was Oregon. Yeah, Oregon, Florida State, Ohio State, Bama.
Which is
And we beat Bama in the first round. Florida State and Oregon played, and then we beat Oregon. I'm pretty sure, right?
yes. Yeah, I think it was Oregon.
Don't get me wrong. I like the college football playoffs way more than the national championship game. It makes a lot more sense. But you have the problem was that it used to only be 2, and then they dropped it bottom to 4. Just go to 8 teams. You make more money. There's more games. And there's more to play for.
I mean, you're already seeing what March Madness does for the basketball aspect of it. You're putting what? How many teams is put in March Madness? Like 128? Is it 64?
It's 16 teams in each bracket, so there's 4 brackets. It's 64.
No, but like when they first start, isn't it 32 teams in each bracket, and it goes to?
I thought it was 16.
Is it 16? It might be 16. I don't know. But regardless, you're putting a shit ton of teams, and like they have a chance to get into it.
But think about it, exactly, this is the problem though. Say if Cincinnati would have made the playoff this year, that would have helped them recruiting for the next 5-10 years.
Yeah.
A non-Power 5 school has never made the playoff.
Ever. I mean, it's in the way that like if they did something similar to March Madness, maybe not 16 teams because like that's a lot of football.
6 teams almost too much. I think they should. You got to do 8 or 12. So
exactly.
If you do
but
12,
think about it.
The top 4 teams get a bad.
Those teams come down and win, and then it comes to your original college football playoff. You have Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State, Notre Dame. After they win through their respective brackets. Now that's the way it should be. You should put the top teams, how they actually do it, like a 1 seed, a 1 seed, a 1 seed, a 1 seed, and maybe like 8 teams in each bracket, and it'd be what, 6 weeks. I don't know. I think it'd be a really cool idea.
You could do.
But I mean, even if they were extended to 8 teams.
To do it.
Or what'd you say?
8. I think 8 teams would work the best. I think 8 teams would be by far the best option to go with.
Yeah.
Definitely. Sorry, I'm trying to get the rankings pulled up.
You're good.
But
8
teams would definitely be the best. You could do 4 games a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You could do a 12 o'clock game, 3 o'clock game. Actually, I don't know if you want to do that many, but so if they would have done an 8-team playoff, it would have been Bama versus Oklahoma. It would have been Clemson versus Indiana, Ohio State versus Cincinnati, and then Notre Dame versus Texas A&M. Those would have been the 8 teams to get in.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think oh, excuse me.
I had to plug my phone in, but yeah, it makes sense for everybody, straight up.
Yeah, it does. And another reason why it makes sense for everybody is you get more of an opportunity to win. So the one thing I never understood with the college football ranking system, why is it not just 1 through 4 get into the playoffs? What is the point in being ranked number 4 if the number 5 gets in over you? Shouldn't they just be ranked number 4 then?
What do you mean?
So like college football rankings, Bama was 1. Wasn't Bama 1, Clemson 2? Was Notre Dame ranked 3, or was Notre Dame ranked 4?
They do it every week. They update it.
Yeah, I know. But I'm saying the final week, shouldn't it be 1 through 4? Should just be like the playoffs, like the top four.
That's
Well,
how they do
no,
it.
yeah. Was Ohio State ranked number 4 at the end of the year?
They were ranked 4 and they went up to 3 after Notre Dame lost.
Oh, okay. I thought that like they were ranked 5 still, and they got in at 3. Okay, okay.
Nah. All right, so you want to shift back to the whole YouTube thing?
Yep. Get back to that.
So, any future series coming up on your channel you got planned at? You want feedback on? This is the place to do it, pretty much.
Yeah, I have actually been thinking about one. When Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga comes out, I don't know if I want to make videos or if I want to live stream me playing it, like going through episodes 1 through 9 each level. Because I'm definitely gonna play the game. I just don't know if I want to create content on it yet. I'd be really down to, because it's just, I mean, especially if I live stream it, because I just get to talk to people and just play the game. Especially because I know I'm gonna like it. I mean, I've loved Lego Star Wars pretty much my entire life.
I definitely the Let's Play vibes for real. Like, I enjoy making the Saints Row video.
Yeah, and
I want to do more on those.
I'm really enjoying the Let's Plays, but I also want to keep my like 2K videos because I like having a series like that, but then also the Let's Plays because like the Let's Plays are gonna end eventually because you know you're gonna beat the game.
Yeah.
But like with a series like my careers, I can do that as long as I want. I can make multiple seasons. I can get traded to a different team. I could build a team around me. Like there's there's so many things I could do. So yeah, as far as like future series goes, I'd definitely say the Star Wars one would probably be another series when the game comes out.
If you guys don't know, he streams the Jedi Fallen Order pretty frequently. Not really a stream schedule yet, but
yeah, not yet. But I think, actually, yeah, I'll talk about this now. I'm gonna try and upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or maybe even Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, and stream Tuesday, Thursday, and give Fridays like a break. So I can have a day to work on stuff, and then upload Saturday. I won't upload Sundays just because of I don't know. Saturday's tricky too. Again now with college. I mean college football is about to be ending soon, but I feel like Saturdays are kind of tricky again with college football starting at like 10 a.m. or 9. Like when do they usually start?
It just depends. Like earliest Ohio State games are typically at noon.
I was say typically at noon, but I'm talking about like for college football in general because you know your fan demographic could just be anyone around the country, so you don't know what they're a fan of. But yeah, I would say probably streaming Tuesday, Thursdays, or just kind of whenever I feel like it. I'm gonna try and not stream the days I upload, just because that can get tricky. With I mean, it's a lot to ask for someone to watch my video.
Would you ever consider moving like Twitch?
I don't know. I mean, the possibility to make money is definitely a lot easier on Twitch because I don't have to get to that 1,000 subs. Or the 4,000 watch hours.
You also have to get the partnership, though.
Yeah, which can be another tricky thing. I don't know.
Very hard. And Twitch can be very, very iffy with their guidelines and stuff. So.
But again, if I'm just streaming if I'm streaming like a Star Wars game, I feel like I don't know. I mean, I swear occasionally in my YouTube streams. I don't think that affects it. I mean, as far as YouTube goes, it doesn't affect it whatsoever. I don't know how Twitch would do it though.
Your CPM, I'm pretty sure. And after the first 5 minutes, they stop detecting it. So as long as you don't curse in your first 5 minutes of video, you're good. That's what I hear from the peer-to-peer podcast, at least.
Nice. Yeah, so I'd say as far as future things go, I'll probably stay on YouTube. Just because I feel like it's also kind of a lot to ask. Like, hey guys, like go check out my Twitch now. Like go follow me there.
When you have more like an established following.
Yeah.
Twitch would definitely be an option, for sure. Would you ever think about doing Patreon content?
Yeah, I would say I would. Probably similar to the way Murph does it. I would do early content. I would do, like maybe to the point where I'd be like, all right, once a week, I'll have a conversation with you guys. Like I don't know, just like small stuff like that. It won't be anything extreme like Patreons. It'll be like a $1, $3, $5 one. Like it'll be just something small.
I've seen people with like $50 ones what have insane abilities, stuff like that.
Yeah, I know if you join like Full Send Club, they give away $10,000 every month. Like
that's insane, bro.
But it's $25 a month. So
yeah, that's insane.
It's a lot of money. It's $300 a year.
That is a lot of money. That's more than my Spotify family plan.
It's
Bro,
it's
they're getting the Nelk boys are getting a straight freaking Duffy.
anyone with that.
Bro.
I mean, Logan Paul has a Maverick Club. That's $20 a month. I haven't subscribed to any of
That's like
those.
why I like Danny Duncan so much because that dude like he doesn't do anything like that. He makes his money off his merch.
So he just makes whatever he wants and puts up on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's why his videos are so entertaining. Like because like he bumps any song he wants because he doesn't care about the copyright claim.
Yeah.
He doesn't monetize his videos.
What about you? Any future series you have planned right now?
Dude, I want to do so much on my channel. I just can't do it all at one time. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
I want to do Road to the Show. I want to do My Player. I want to do Saints Row. I want to do NCAA. I want to do everything. Like, there's so much I want to do. It's just a huge catch-all. I've been
I feel
thinking
that.
about even making a second channel,
I feel that.
but I can't. I can't make a second channel and like commit to it. That's the problem. Because I
Mhm.
don't want to make a second channel. And be like, hey guys, subscribe, and then upload 1, 2 videos. So like, definitely like I don't know.
That's up.
It's
That's
I've
up.
thought about it a lot of it. I also like I don't want to get to the point where too like I'm just strictly football. Like I don't want that.
Yeah.
I want my channel to be people are there for me, not for me playing Madden.
Yeah.
If
So
that makes
I
sense.
I feel that because that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to like diversify with me streaming this Star Wars now. Hopefully, it attracts other people. Like, oh, like he makes 2K videos. Like, oh, I play 2K and I like Star Wars as well. I'm gonna watch those. Like, oh, like I
Yeah,
like I want people to watch. And I agree with you for more of like my personality, like me talking to them, which I guess is kind of
yeah.
difficult.
Like how I was saying about like Kenny. Like Kenny can literally post anything. His people got his back.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I did it the one day. I literally, as I was playing 2K, I watched probably 8 hours of his videos because it's just like, and it's like some stuff I
I
wasn't even
definitely
interested in.
like. It's like I want to dive deep into so many different things. Like that's a problem. Like me. Like I'm so like when I want something, I get it. Like I
Yeah.
right then and there. When I want to do something, I do it. When I want to make a video on something, I do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to do rebuild videos. I want to do my player. Like there's so much I want to do. There's just not like that enough time. Like unless if I'm double uploading.
Yeah, to
Like
get it all done, and like I know you don't want to
yeah,
reduce like your you probably don't. I mean, actually, it might not be a bad thing. 5 series once a week, like each series once a day.
I also don't know like so. I don't know if I'm gonna even end this upload schedule. I'm gonna try to keep going every day, but I think at some point I'm gonna start missing some more days. I definitely want to like get more of a schedule, and I want to start. I think streaming Saturday nights are gonna be the move. Saturday or Friday nights. I think Friday nights would be the best for me. Like Fridays at like 5 p.m. would probably be good for me because
Yeah,
I get off that morning and then
put
Paige don't get off till 7, so I
so
at
you
least will
stream
be
from
able to stream
5.
at least 2 hours if we hang out that night.
Yeah, yeah,
What's that?
that makes sense. I mean, yeah, it's definitely good to have a schedule. Like I said, once January 1st hits, I'm gonna try and start hitting, 5 days a week between uploading and streams.
So how does it feel that we're an hour and 15 minutes into the podcast already?
It doesn't feel like it. It feels like we've been talking for like 15 minutes. Like the time really flies when you're just sitting there having a conversation. So
Man,
I'm gonna ask a question that maybe my fans are wondering, but maybe not yours because they don't know about it. Will you ever make WWE videos again?
the answer is no. I never see myself making WWE content again.
Okay.
Um, it was fun. I'm a huge fan of wrestling. I like making my own wrestling scenarios. I just don't see myself. One, wrestling content, your videos are upward to an hour.
Yeah, they are.
That's way too much time.
They're very
Two, the
long.
game is too bear drive to actually do the things you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy the content creators are doing what they're doing. Three, I don't know where the 2K franchise is going. Like, there's no stability there. And
Yeah.
the community there's not a lot of growth available,
No, there's
to
not.
be
It's
honest.
and it's kind of shown in a couple of YouTubers that really haven't. They haven't, I guess,
Like,
had
no
had
offense,
that boom.
like I don't care about the growth as long as I'm enjoying myself. Like, I could gain 0 more subscribers, I'd be happy because I generally enjoy what I do and people support what I do. So, like, that's fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the dream come true already.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Like Murphs is such a good YouTuber and puts so much time. The dude only has 20 subs. That dude should have like 300,000 subscribers.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just I feel like the audience. God, I just spit everywhere on my keyboard. I feel like the audience for WWE right now is so bare because I think it really has a lot to do with what's on TV. And
Yeah,
yes, like the WWE's been really good actually on TV. It's just the whole thing without a crowd. Like the crowd is what makes it. Like the NBA and like the NFL are different. Like they don't need a crowd, but like WWE is based on a crowd and a crowd's reactions.
yeah.
And when you really can't
It's
get
the
that,
crowd reactions that's the most.
or like the best part of it. Personally, I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever make them again. They really boomed on my channel, but yeah, like it takes a lot of work. It can take upwards of 6 hours for one video, and that
Dude, it would be like 15 hours for a video, bro. Like you have
you have
to
to
record all the matches and then go back and re-record over all the matches with your
to
audio.
do
And
the audio, and then you have to first you have to edit them, and then especially if you're doing stuff where you have like have like custom little like cutscenes in there, like it's a lot of work.
it is. And don't get me wrong, like shout out to those guys. Shout out, I really appreciate y'all's grind. Like it's awesome to see what you guys do,
Yeah.
and it's so cool to see you're able to command an audience like that. But it's not for everybody, straight
No,
up.
yeah, it's not, and it is a. I'm not gonna lie, it was a grueling process making those first two the videos. I really enjoyed it at the time. I thought at least I feel like I thought I did, because the
Yeah,
numbers. I don't want to be doing something because of the numbers. I mean, like my
like no
those.
offense, like seeing like my first video. I let me put it this way. I feel like the WWE video, I cannot get my personality across. I didn't enjoy it because it wasn't about me. My commentating, I was trying to commentate like, "Hey, this is real WWE." That was the first mistake. There was no personality in that.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah,
don't get to know my personality. You don't really get to know me. So it wasn't as intriguing for me as the stuff I'm doing now. Like that's why I really like the Saints Row series because I'm it's like me messing around and it's not really
yeah. I gotcha.
dry. It's not like it's about me, and that's why I enjoy making face cam. That's like why I like the podcast already. I genuinely
Yeah,
this is one of my
because I mean
favorite
it's
things to
just
already record because
yeah,
it's people are here because of me, not because it's the WWE content universe. It's not
yeah.
because of my NCAA
Because
run
because it's
glory.
not based off of the game. It's based off of you.
Yeah,
So, well, there it is. So, if anyone was wondering, Prince Mada will not be doing WWE, and honestly, I don't know if I will be either. I guess it really depends on how 2K22 looks.
if they were to bring back my GM mode, I would do my GM mode.
Yeah, I would as
But it
well.
wouldn't be like super serious. It would be more of a let's play, like more calm, a lot more
It'd be more of a Let's
joking.
Play. It'd probably be similar to your Let's Play you used to have on SmackDown vs. Raw 2007,
Yeah.
was it?
If they were to release another My Career, I would do a My Career because those videos can be upward to 15 minutes of live commentary.
Yeah.
Doesn't take much editing
And
for
those are fun
real.
too. Like, I enjoy playing. I enjoyed 2K19's My Career.
Yeah.
2K20's
I
was,
really enjoyed like 17 and 16. Those were really
yeah.
fun too.
16 was a lot of fun. You and I mass played that on PlayStation when we first got it, because you went through
Yeah,
NXT
it
and
was like
it was
yeah,
actually
that would
really
be
cool.
something I would be interested in. But
Yeah,
making like a full roster and controlling it at the end of the day, like bro, I would sit there and spend hours just to prep for a video.
like the brainstorming, the
It was just too
storylines.
stressful for not worth it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just not worth it.
yeah, and then he's right. The
As
videos
much as
had the
I did enjoy it. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
It's just
and
I
the
don't think I
videos
enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it with you. Like it was
yeah
more entertaining because it was like my first thing on YouTube. It was the first thing I was having success with, and I was doing with my friends. So like it
yeah,
was
and
enjoyable for
it was our first idea. It was
me.
like WWE is what started us. Like oh my god, like I love watching Universe Mode. I love WWE. Let's make Universe Mode content.
Yeah.
And we started off with that, and we've kind of branched our separate ways. You seem to be more Madden oriented, and I'm kind of more 2K oriented right now.
The thing is, like I want to do like 2K and stuff, but my biggest thing with 2K is because the game is so much different on next gen. So
Hmm.
that I feel like people don't really like people wouldn't want to watch me play my career because it's not next gen my career. What sucks, and I
True.
don't have a next gen
And
console yet.
I feel that, but at the same time, it kind of relates back to like I want people to watch for me, not for my content. So like,
Yeah, exactly.
so like
I didn't really think about it like that.
like if I'm playing 2K21, yeah, it may be last gen, but if I can make my commentary interesting, hell, if I can make you laugh in any way, my goal succeeded. If I can make someone chuckle even watching my video, my goal has been succeeded. Like if I can make your day, if I can change your mood, like that's my goal. Like I don't do this for myself. Like I do it for the people watching.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Like
I also
YouTube
do.
was always like
Yeah. Go ahead.
like YouTube was always like a goal of me to give a try. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was always so genuinely passionate about it, bro. I used to sit there and watch YouTube for hours, bro. Like I can go back, bro. I used to sit there and watch Chris Smooth 2K12. Like when I first started when I was growing up, I wanted to be a My Player YouTuber, and that's like why I want to make it. That's why I feel like my Road to Glory series is doing so well, and people are so intrigued about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I always wanted to do, but with 2K, I'm
Yeah.
doing that instead. But like, dude, I can name so many YouTubers I used to watch. Like, I started with Smooth, and then um, I went to QJB,
Mm-hmm.
and then through QJB, I found K Spade, the prospect, literally the goat. And then it went to 2K Madden. I started watching Madden YouTubers like Anto the Boss, Mr. Hurricane.
Yeah.
It's just crazy all the
Yeah.
different YouTubers I've
That's what I
seen
found.
go.
Like
Jester
that's
the Laser, bro. I started watching when he had 6,000 subscribers. The dude is at like 4 mil right now.
I started watching Jester and like I
That's
think it
what's
was like
crazy.
what like 2K5. No.
I used to watch
2K.
2K14 Road to Playoffs with Agent
I used to watch
Jerkface.
when he used to open packs when it first came out. So like what 2K14, 2K15.
2K15 was like when he started doing the wagers with cash and stuff.
Okay, so I'd say 2K14 because what year was it when they had like I think it was the first year with Onyxes. Was it 2K15?
That was 2K15.
Okay, so I watched him heavily in 2K15 and I went back and watched his 2K14 videos because I was like because I genuinely enjoyed watching him play the game and like his reactions. The
I
one thing
started
I
watching him
remember
in 8th grade, dude.
One thing I remember so vividly about his old videos, and like if anyone has been a fan of Jester, you'll know his old Chance the Rapper poster, the three
Yes,
Chance the
bro.
Rapper
And
posters
like,
in his room.
dude, he considers people who've been watching since the 2K, like the first 2K house OGs, bro. I've been watching since he used to be in his bedroom,
Yeah, at
like
his
back
first
in the day
house.
with the Chance the Rapper, and like he used to do the Agent Jerkface skits, and like
Yep.
in real life, 2K14 in real life, which is crazy. And
Yeah,
to see the
it's
dude what he's doing now,
yeah.
to see him be
Well,
able to
and
switch
also to
from
literally
the
watch him
basketball.
grow up from being like a 16-year-old, cause like he's what a year older than us.
Yeah,
So like
he's 21.
to watch him grow from being like 16 years old, 17 years old, and watch him grow up to be like who he is now and everything with two hype. It's pretty
Yeah,
impressive.
he's definitely succeeded in life for
Yeah,
sure.
but
And he
yeah, no,
brought all his friends with him. It was
I
super.
was on a very similar path with you. I watched Chris Move. I
I
watched
think
him,
everybody watched Chris Smooth who's into basketball, bro.
dude. You
Like that
had
dude's a
to have
legend.
like the fact that he pretty much works for the NBA now is crazy. Like on YouTube.
It's crazy that like he's given no like life update. Like no one has any idea what goes on with Chris Smooth,
Mm-hmm.
like at all.
But yeah,
Which I guess that's the way he wants it.
I went from Chris Move to QJB. I didn't watch K Spade, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, I
Bro, if you ever
watched.
have time, go back and watch his NBA 2K13 My Career series. It's I think might be the best of all time. Like he used to do Saints Row 3 cut scenes.
Oh,
They were so
dude,
good, dude.
that sounds
They
sweet.
were like it was genuinely so interesting.
Yeah, I watched. And then Madden started. I watched Onto the Boss. I watched him all the time. I watched
Boss Talks was really good when he
hmm
used to do that show.
I watched K. I watched him play Madden. I
Yeah.
watched There's this one dude's name I can't remember who he was.
TD.
No, but I was I got and then I found TD and then LNU from that and then I watched their search and discards a lot. I thought that was really cool. I loved watching TD while playing Madden. I used to play Mutt all the time.
Yeah, I was a big Mutt player when I was younger. I wasn't very good at the game, but I played it. I
Yeah.
actually got really good last year, where too like I got like top 3% in the world on Madden 20. and I only played up to Christmas. I won the Super Bowl in the hardest division. I don't know, man. I would generally wouldn't mind making competitive Madden content, but I just can't put money into Ultimate Team. It's
Yeah.
not.
It's just
You have to put money in it, or you have to just play a shit ton. It's just not
you
worth it.
you have to put money into it. Or you have to play 8 hours a day, pretty much. Like you
Straight
have
up,
to you have to treat it as a job.
it has to be your full time job,
Yeah, that's obviously not
which is
doable
insane.
with YouTube and working a
No,
full
it's
time job.
yeah. It wouldn't. It wouldn't be healthy either.
Yeah, like you would spend 18 hours a day between work and Madden.
Like it would literally. I would have to, if I wanted to be like good on my. I would have to come home from work in the morning, play from like when I get home to like 10. Go to bed at 10. Get up for work at 6. Go to work, repeat,
Just
and
do
then
it
on the
over again.
weekends only play weekend league because you have to play 22 games a week for the weekend league. You have to play from 22 games from Friday to Monday morning. I wouldn't have any social life,
Yeah,
and I wouldn't be able to make videos
yeah. And if
unless
you
they're ultimately videos.
unless you live streamed it,
I wouldn't be against it.
8 hour live streams daily.
That's how you get famous on Twitch.
Yeah. I mean, that's what Mr. T Lexby does. Streams for like 8 to 10 hours a day, and he just takes like snippets of it and makes videos out of it. He doesn't actually make like videos anymore. He just streams on Twitch all day.
Stream
I mean,
highlights.
think about it, though. If you're streaming for 8 to 10 hours a day, think about how many donations you receive. Multiple different viewers. Like you're,
And ad runs you have. Like if
huh.
you have 10,000 people in there and you do an ad run, you're probably making some good money off that ad run.
Yeah.
Like I don't know much about Twitch, but I'm sure you're getting pretty good. And all the subs.
Yeah. It's
I like Troyden because Troyden streams on YouTube to
yeah.
this day.
He streams on YouTube, and he's never changed about that.
He was on Twitch for a little bit, but he does the YouTube now. I'm surprised YouTube doesn't try to push that more, especially with like how unhappy Twitch viewers are with YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Twitch viewers are with Twitch.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they're definitely lacking in that category.
Yeah. I just think it's interesting. I think one of the big things is it's like the paid partnership program, because yeah, I don't want to say it's easier for Twitch to get on that, but I know actually personally a couple people that are on it, and they said it was just consistent streams.
My
Like
cousin Bobby made it on there.
Kobe's on
He
there.
has like 2,000 followers on Twitch.
Yeah.
We could get Kobe on the live stream, bro.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Be on the pod.
With him being a
I don't think
successful Twitch streamer.
Is he actually? How is he doing? Like,
I don't know. I actually talked to him recently because I mean, yeah, I remember
like one really long strain of my beard right in front.
it's like red too.
Go ahead.
But
Yeah.
I remember when he first got his first paycheck, it was like $300 for like a month, which I mean, it's
Yeah,
it's
that's-
not a lot when you think about it for a month, but for just streaming on Twitch, it's $300 for just playing video games.
Bro, if I had that's not if I did that and I had that on top of if I could make any money, like I'm not worried about making the money on YouTube because if I make any money on YouTube, I have a full-time job. It's going
Yeah.
straight and back into the YouTube channel. Not if that comes from upgrading the PC, making my videos more entertaining.
Buying like supplies like a green screen and stuff.
Yeah, I want to get the collapsible green screen behind me to go behind me. Or I was thinking about maybe mounting a Chubb, like some type of jersey here.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
I was thinking about maybe just painting my walls or something. I don't know. I definitely want to get a bigger room soon. But I would definitely be down for any type of streaming. I definitely want to give it a try. I've never really streamed for real besides when we used to stream Minecraft back in the day, like a
Green
year and a
screens are
half ago.
fucking expensive.
How much?
Like 160.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just buy a lime green sheet, bro.
Again, that's like an Elgato green screen, like collapsible stand, auto locking and self, like. So like it's like high quality, a high quality.
I might get
green
one of those
screen.
things what like Jezer had. Like he had like that glass wall behind him.
Oh yeah.
Had that behind him. I wouldn't be against getting one of those.
Oh, do it yourself. Green screen for under $30. Better than collapsible green screen. All right. Well, I mean $30 I could do. I mean I have the room for it to be able to put one up behind me. The issues with my camera, I'm gonna have to get one that like. I guess I don't really need to get one. Just, if it's like right here, I don't know. It's gotta be pretty big.
You can also on Elgato shorten up what is shown on your camera. So like you could take your camera and shorten it more in on you. Like you could cut that lamp out and stuff in the background.
Yeah. Like if anything, I'd probably cut it to like right here. If I were to do a green
Yeah,
screen.
that would probably be like the
So you can
like
see
I've
my
seen people with like
my
circle
shoulders.
ones where too it's just basically their face.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't even mind one that starts like right here, and just like goes up, like up. I mean, yeah, it would look a little funky, but I mean, if I just do one that's like say here and just so you can see like my shoulders and up, it's especially if I
Yeah, for
especially like if I have a green screen, you don't need to see all of this. I only have it so wide just because you guys can see my room and my new Kylo Ren poster I put up right there.
Bro, this podcast is gonna take forever to upload.
Oh, it's gonna take a minute. I'm gonna upload it tonight. Because I mean,
My
actually,
shit won't upload overnight. I already know it won't.
the more I think about it, I
Watch
don't.
me record this all and then not even freaking the audio, not even save.
That'd be annoying. Just run it back. Imagine neither of
Talk
us
for an
work.
hour and a half. Well,
Let's talk about the
any
guest.
guess?
Yeah, I'd say the guest like basis and how we're gonna try and do that.
Definitely, if you're a content creator and you want to be on the podcast, follow me on YouTube. It's Prince Mada YT. That's the handle. It's down below. My DMs are open. Go ahead and just shoot me a DM and a follow, and then I'll try to get back to you, and we can try to work something out.
Yeah.
It's definitely probably going to be recorded late night on the weekends, or we can try to work around your schedule as much as we can. It's definitely not going to happen Monday through Thursday.
Yeah, that'll and if it were, it would be very strict hours. There would pretty much be a 2 hour gap Monday through Thursday that we'd only be able to do it.
Yeah.
And it'd be like what for you, like 5 to 7? Probably be the only time you'd be able to do it.
It would depend where I work that night.
Yeah.
If I work in the faraway one, it would be that one's like an hour drive, so it would have to be like I'll make it work. Like if I have to, I'll get up.
Yeah.
That day.
So basically,
I'll work around other.
You said we have an idea for our first guest. We just have to talk about it and ask him about it if he wants to come on.
I gotta ask him first, so I'm not gonna put it out in the
Yeah,
air.
I gotcha. So
I wouldn't mind having Joey on this.
I say maybe for episode 2 we can have Joey on, just to kind of talk. He doesn't have a webcam though. That could kind of be a little funky, but I can just.
He doesn't?
I don't think he does, but yeah, I don't know. Even if he doesn't, well, I'll just go into my my stream command or my stream deck editor, and we'll just slap a photo of him up there over his box.
That'd be funny.
His like 4th grade photo.
That would be good.
I think that'd be a good one to throw up there.
Make a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Hey, if you've listened this far, go ahead and down below and comment pineapple.
If you comment pineapple, if you comment pineapple, we'll give you a boost in the giveaway.
No, come on. We'll follow you back on Twitter.
Yeah, definitely follow you back on Twitter. If you have a channel, if you if you have a channel and you comment pineapple, I'll shout you out in my next video.
Yeah, we'll just next podcast video. If you go down below and comment pineapple right now, you go down. We'll shout you out from the YouTube comments. We'll
shout you out.
Comment up on the screen or something.
Yeah, we'll put your comment up on the screen, or we'll put your like name in the description. Then your like link to your channel.
Yeah, I mean it's an hour and a half video. I doubt anybody's gonna watch this far.
I know so. I mean,
I think it's probably a good ending point for this one.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Hour and 33 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys
you did,
make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Only over 70% of people who watch my videos are not subscribed. The podcast is definitely a different flow. Let me know if you guys want it to keep going. If you guys don't, it's probably going to keep going either way. It's just going to go on the other channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to Gregtree. Make sure to tweet those 3 screenshots to the both of us. And till next time, guys, that's my piece. Gregtree, got anything for them?
Yep, I'll just throw in my regular outro. Hope you guys enjoy. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below, smash the subscribe button, ring the bell. We'll see you guys in the next podcast, and just check out our individual channels. Peace out, y'all.